I'm very happy to share some of my thoughts towards this line, towards this objective of this meet. The topic assigned to me is why Tamil Nadu? Why Tamil Nadu? But MD guidance has given lot of information, all the relevant informations. Why Tamil Nadu? The all relevant information it's already given. So my talk is little why Tamil Nadu, but what is the present scenario? What is the need of the hour? Towards that I will give some points. Why Tamil Nadu? Lot of informations. Tamil Nadu is basically the state has very good natural resources, mineral resources, and very good infrastructure ecosystem, and in addition, very good human resources we have. That is the major reason we could attract lot of investors from foreign countries in various fields. As MD guidance pointed out, in automobile field, it's the largest among the top 10. That is a cluster of automobile cluster in the world. And IT sector also we are doing very good. Electronics, food industries, and so many sectors Tamil Nadu is leading very good upfront in many areas. Definitely the opportunities to increase the scale is very large. Particularly in the human resource, as she pointed out, Tamil Nadu, among the states in various states in the country, Tamil Nadu is highest gross enrollment ratio in this country, and it is twice the average ratio of Tamil Nadu, gross enrollment ratio of India, and even it is higher than United States. But this gross enrollment ratio, quantity-wise, we have reached the top, quantity-wise. Because the basic reason, there are a lot of initiatives by our former chief ministers. Basically, initially, our former chief minister, Kamaraj, he made a very good scheme of noon meal scheme, which brought all the kids to the schools. That is the primary reason for this higher gross enrollment ratio in Tamil Nadu. After his initiative, all the other chief ministers also have given pathway to motivate the students to join schools, and also higher education system was also given thrust a good importance. That is the reason human resource availability in this state is very high. That attracted lot of investors. That is the basic reason, human resource availability. But now there is a danger. In the sense, the human resource, lot of students, more than United States, if the higher education enrollment ratio is higher, means definitely there will be a danger. In the sense, whether competency-based education is given in the higher education or not, there is a question mark. More than the average of the well-developed nation means the students, the competency which is not there in the school level are also joining in the different higher education. That is creating lot of problems, social problems. That how to address that also in the education industry side one should address properly. How to give correct education, competency based education to be given. That is also definitely will drive the growth of industry. Correct competency based education. So now in the fast growing industrial scenario, I used to tell with some example so that whatever my feel will be conveyed in a proper way. Any fast growing thing, whatever it be, whether it is an industrial growth or education growth, there will be some perfection in the system, but large disorder in the surrounding if it is at a very faster rate. Large disorder in the surrounding, that is nature, law of nature. One can understand the concept from the concept of entropy. One can understand very clearly. If there is a fast growth, there will be a large disaster. So to address the inclusive growth in a proper way, lot of measures surrounding also to be considered inside the boundary. What are all the dangers we are making because of this fast growth? Otherwise, it will give opportunity for others to do business on that. Understood what I am telling? For example, in an easy way, I will two small examples. I will tell you what is happening in the industrial sector. As a researcher, what I understood, if I do something on research in a particular field, I am giving opportunity for others to do something, some mistakes which I have done through my research. For example, in the last 50 years, in the civil field, most of the civil engineers, they focus on this material strength. The materials, that building should be constructed with very low material, that is very strong, very good quality material, so that the material requirement can be reduced appreciably, so that the investment cost can be reduced. But civil engineers never made an attempt. What is the basic requirement of the shelter? Because it is life comfort, very good conducive atmosphere we want inside. But because of this thin material, what they brought in the building sector, they allowed the sun's energy to the building immediately after the sunrise. That gave opportunity for the air conditioning engineers. Am I right? In the last 30 years, there is a very good industrial growth in air conditioning because of the failure in civil department. Then they could install lot of the business volume of this air conditioning has gone up very well. But now all the industry, building owners, they understood operating cost is very, very high. Operating cost is very high. Then they gave opportunity for the energy efficient building engineers. That is green building engineers. So like that, one failure will give opportunity for the other. So like this, there are a lot of disruptive technology. One disruptive technology also, I will tell you, the solar growth. We all think that solar energy technology growth is very good for the country's growth. But unknowingly, it is giving lot of danger to the one sector of farmers. How I will tell you what happened yesterday. Through my readings, I could understand the solar growth is disrupting one farmers, sugarcane industry, sugarcane farmers, they are highly affected by the solar growth. How I'll tell you how it is affecting farmers' growth. This sugarcane industries, they are sugarcane only with sugar, that is production, they cannot sustain in the market. Now this cogeneration has come. All the sugar industries, they have established the power generation also along with sugar. That is why their profitability level was high. So this Shakti sugars, this Bannari Amman sugars, except these cooperative sugars, there are 17 sugar mills. They couldn't even pay this properly to the farmers about the products, that is sugarcane which was delivered to the sugar mills. That itself reduced the sugarcane farmers the opportunity for cultivating the sugarcane. But recently, what happened, the solar price through solar photovoltaic has reduced appreciably. The unit cost of electricity, it's nearly 2 rupees to 2.5 rupees. But this Tanjatco was receiving from the sugar mill owners, that is sugar, the power which was produced through cogeneration, 6 rupees per unit. But now Tanjatco informed the sugar mill owners, we cannot, because we are getting power from solar, we don't buy sugar, that is price, that is electricity from the sugar mill at the cost of 6 rupees. Now they have reduced to 3.9 rupees something, which is not viable for the sugar mill owners to produce electricity. So they all the sugar industries now stopped generating power from the sugar mill, that is sugarcane residues. That happened, what happened, the 90% of the sugarcane cultivators, now they have stopped producing sugarcane. Now they are shifting from one that is crop to another crop, some millets and all they started. 90% in the last 5 years this happened. So we should, whenever some technology grows, what are all the other sectors which are getting disrupted, that also it's a responsibility of us, because finally most of the industrial growth will affect the poor people only. Most of the industrial growth. Now we are talking about the industry 5.0, what level we should make automation and all, how it will affect the one. Now the people, the highly educated student who are coming from IIT and after that education from IIM can make a $2 billion also within 2 years, because information is powerful. With the information technology, they can become very, that is very rich in a short period of time. Investment also not required. Knowledge economy is there. So very few sectors will become very rich at the cost of 99% of the population becoming more and more poor. So this industrial growth should accommodate everything. Also, I can tell a lot of example like this because of this industrial transportation growth, this automobile sector's growth. Now in Tamil Nadu, the accident level is highest in the country. The last 1 year itself, 15 lakh people died because of road accidents. 15 lakh people in Tamil Nadu died because of road accident. And health sector, due to diarrhea alone, 30% of the child death happened because of the diarrhea. We should focus on these sectors, why it is happening. And there are lots of this child rape cases also has increased appreciably in the state because of the large growth in industry sectors. And but fortunately, we are the second richest state in this country. Second richest state because of all wealth and all the technological growth which happened in this country. So what I request all the industrialists who are doing lot of new technological development, you should account all the surrounding things also in the account. Sustainable growth and quality growth only will stand in the long run. Quality and sustainability. In any business, without sustainability, it will harm lot of surrounding sectors without sustainability. So I request all the industry promoters and policy makers to account sustainability index or sustainability factor in all industrial growth. That only will develop sustained growth of this state. Sustained growth of this state. There are lots of measures how I am getting these ideas. What is sustainability? Basically, I am a mechanical engineer. Then I entered in the field of energy. But energy is required for the human comfort. But energy production is possible at the cost of making disaster to the environment. Any energy production is possible at the cost of making disaster to the environment. So because of that, lot of opportunity for the environment scientists and environmental companies to work on that. So environment also to be included in the energy generation, environmental. So how to make a sustainable growth in the state? The sustainability index is possible through quality. Sustainability is possible through quality, for which the policy making should not focus on only one sector. What are all the related sector which comes under this effect of this sectoral growth, how it will affect the other sectors. So considering all these things, we should make the pricing and all pricing policy should be considered. What are all the dangers it makes in the other sector, for which also the pricing should be included. If all these are considered, then because we are richest state in this country, industrial growth is very high. For all these dangers will come to Tamil Nadu only first. Because now also I understood in the education sector, the highest danger is in Tamil Nadu, that is a national education policy and all they are doing. But the damage, what it makes in the education system is very high in Tamil Nadu because of the large growth in education system. So how to correct that, for which lot of measures, inclusive measures. Inclusiveness means how to consider the people. We are giving lot of concession to the, I told one of the competency-based education is required. Competency-based education. We are giving education, the school's foundation is not very strong, but through lot of measures, we are bringing all the lot of reservation system and social policies, we are bringing all the students to the higher education system in the professional education, engineering, medical, agriculture. but they are suffering a lot. They are suffering because school foundation is not good to study these things, large potential difference. They are not capable, but the other students who are sitting in the colleges are very powerful students. The teacher also cannot come down to the level of those students. There is a large gap between the some percentage of students and the teachers. So the students suffer a lot. So how to account those things because of this large gap, fast growth with high potential difference. Fast growth with high potential difference, that leads to lot of dangers in the ecosystem, I understood. And those who are making policies for the government, I request these points to be addressed so that inclusive growth will prevail for the sustained growth of this Tamil Nadu. I thank the organizers for the wonderful opportunity given to convey my thoughts to the people who are involved in the industrial growth. Thank you for the opportunity.